Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wa kafa wa salamun ala ibadihi alladhina istafa amma ba'd. So we have inshallah in the month of Ramadan one schedule for the first 20 days and then for the last 10 days. The last 10 days inshallah after Fajr will be a more extensive program. First 20 days will be very brief, few minute reminder. So inshallah, just in case we are thinking about the programs from last year, if you're recalling the last 10 days, those are again longer programs last 10 days after Fajr when the i'tikaf begins. First 20 days will be very brief, inshallah, few minutes. Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah. There are three levels in our ibadat, the ulama mentioned. First is, it begins with riya, to show off. Like our little children, if they are fasting, it is to show it to their friends, to their parents. Wow, today's my first fast and I will have a big party. That is a first stage. The scholars mentioned. Second stage is that it becomes an ada. Ada is something habitual, that is just, you do it because that's your habit, and your friend, your society is doing it, it's a cultural practice at this point, and it's an ibadah that people are doing socially. So that is the second stage. So from riya, then it turns into an aada, a habit. And number three is ibadah, that it becomes a true actual worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. With regards to fasting, as I said, beginning it is to show others. Number two, it's an aada, it's an habit. There are many people throughout the world from our ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that when it comes to performing salah 5 times a day, they may be performing 0 out of 5, 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, even though all 5 are farad obligation. But when it comes to Ramadan fasting, subhanAllah, they are fasting, they are enjoying the suhoor, enjoying the iftar together, because it has become a social form of ibadah. Just like, for example, if now you're going to be missing maybe your coffee or your tea, so it comes to mind. There are people who are hardcore drinkers of coffee, and there are those who just drink, okay, fine, chai ban rahi hai, if you're making the tea, I'll drink. But if they are at a party, they're like social drinkers. Normally this term social drinking is used with hard drinks or alcoholic drinks. One is an alcoholic and one is, he doesn't drink wine or beer, but if there's a party atmosphere, he'll drink it. Likewise that doesn't inshallah apply to us, but what does maybe like caffeine, which is another drug, right? So if everyone's drinking caffeine, everyone's drinking coffee or tea, fine, go ahead, I'll drink it. Otherwise, if I was on my own, I'm not going to go out of my way to make it. I'm not addicted to it, I don't need it. I'm not going to worry about caffeine withdrawals in Ramadan, or the headaches. So this is called a social drinker. So likewise, there's a social ibadah, social aspect to it. But the thing is, we should not discredit that and get rid of that and say it's no point, because that is a stepping stone to eventually become the true ibadah. Right? Aada turns into ibadah. When it turns into ibadah, what happens? كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. It will increase taqwa. And as-sawmu junnah, sawm is that shield which will protect from the fire. مَا لَمْ يَخْرُقْهَا, as long as you don't break it. And if you are breaking it, how are we breaking that shield? By lying, by backbiting, not only by eating or drinking, by committing these major sins while fasting, then we have broken it. We brought it down from the ibadah to an aada. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned, كَم مِّن صَائِمٍ لَيْسَ لَهُ مِّن صِيَامِهِ إِلَى الْجُوعُ وَالْعَطَشُ. How many people are fasting? They are abstaining from food and drink, but they have nothing to their benefit except for hunger and thirst, because they have not reached the ibadah. But when a person reaches the ibadah level, then Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaba, ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi." Whoever fasts the month of Ramadan with iman, with true belief, then and ihtisab, looking forward eagerly to the reward from Allah, all the past sins are forgiven. So it can lead, one side he said, لَيْسَ لَهُ مِنْ قِيَامِهِ مِنْ صِيَامِهِ إِلَى الْجُوعُ وَالْعَطَشِ. Nothing, no benefit except for hunger and thirst. And on the other hand, he's talking about a person, it means a forgiveness for all the sins and inculcate taqwa and fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. And the best ending is for those who have taqwa. So whatever level we are at, let us first make muhasabah of that, where we are at, and inshallah make the niyyah to reach the next level, to reach the reality of the fast, to be able to perform it correctly with respect to the external part of the fast and the internal dimension as well. May Allah Ta'ala give you and myself and all of us and our loved ones tawfiq. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.